Alright, what's up, guys? It's AK Talks. It's a beautiful Tuesday, and we're gonna get sad today. We're gonna get real sad, actually. Seeing on my TikToks and the YouTubes, and just overall, it's just really some sad stuff about mental health and all those other fun things about the world. I'll show you some of the videos first, and I also wanna. This whole video is gonna be dedicated towards mental health and talking about it, getting my perspective about it. Maybe even hearing yours if you're watching along. Okay. We're gonna start off by watching a couple of TikToks and just work it off from then. Show some statistics, and then I'll take a health test. See the mental health assessment. All right. It was this channel right here. If you want to check it out, Poor Vibes. It really got me down. See, the thing is though, like I enjoy it in a weird way. I enjoy understanding loneliness, love, mental health, there's people crying and stuff. I enjoy that because it's the human experience at the end of the day. There's nothing wrong with enjoying the good and bad of the human experience. I feel like a fucking alien saying that the human experience, you humans. I want to click this. I haven't seen this.
I got to admit, I
don't know if you guys are gonna. Yeah.
gotta have to say, I need help. I needed somebody, and they didn't do it.
My name is David Libaushu. I'm unwell. I need help. I need help.
What else could the universe possibly owe you?
I want to feel good about myself, and I don't know how.
I don't feel like they understand me. I just told them that I just wanted someone to talk to, like a counselor or something. They didn't believe me. They just thought I wanted attention. I wanted to live, but in the back of my mind, there was still that little voice that was like, you don't want to live, you don't want to live.
Like, I want you to know that I'm really affected. Maybe you guys will stop.
I gotta.
Yeah, like this fucking tearjerker right here, man. It resonates every. I'll stop in every single one of them, but it resonates.
Admit, I gotta have to say, I need help. I needed somebody, and they didn't do it.
Like Theo Vaughn, great comedian, great dude overall. Sucks seeing him doing bad in life, but on the other hand too, he's a human being. Eventually bad comes, but it's a beautiful thing where he can show it to the rest of the world.
My name is David Libaushu.
I remember this moment is when he ran up to the person he wanted help. He ran up to Jordan Peterson and wanted help.
I'm unwell. I need help. I need help.
What else could the universe possibly owe you?
I want to feel good about myself, and I don't know how.
Yeah, dude, everyone, that's the thing, like, it's a horrible feeling, yet everyone still ignores it. Like, I don't know what feels better, understanding it or seeing it from somebody else. It's weird because as a dude, you're not supposed to have feelings. You're just supposed to tough it out, and that's gonna be like the main topic of this whole hour of being a dude and my own mental health and your own mental health.
I don't feel like they understand me. I just told them that I just wanted someone to talk to, like a counselor or something. They didn't believe me. They just thought I wanted attention. I wanted to live, but in the back of my mind, there was still that little voice that was like, you don't want to live, you don't want to live.
Like, I want you to know that I'm really affected. Maybe you guys will stop.
Yeah, like sometimes you can show weakness and it's not bad. It's the weirdest shit because you're weak and you're just asking for mercy. And you're asking for mercy from somebody else who doesn't understand you. So it sucks at the end of the day, but it's a human experience. Makes people stronger. Watch another one of them. This like Speed.
It ain't funny, bro. It's not funny, bro. I swear to God, I'm lying, bro. Strike me down right now. This shit is not funny, bro.
Do you think I'd be able to survive jumping that?
I don't think so.
You want to join me?
I
should. I don't.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. From this point forward.
Girls support girls. We love to see it. Where's the men support men?
You know what? My life is fucking miserable. I hate my fucking life. I hate it. I am fucking depressed and fucking miserable. I don't sleep. I eat like shit. I have no friends, no social life, and I'm fucking miserable. There it is.
It takes a long time to realize how truly miserable you are, and even longer to see that it doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah, like it's a crazy thing how you can. These guys are fighting it, which is the weirdest shit. Cause you can fight the urge, but you still can't. You can't. You're never gonna win. The weird thing, you can fight the urge of loneliness, urge of feeling content with your own self, feeling hate for your own self too. You can fight all of that, but it's sometimes you just don't win. It's a never-ending battle because if you do win, who knows what happens next?
Guys, haven't been feeling the best lately. I have too big of a fear of like people abandoning me, you know what I mean?
I'm 37 years old now, and I don't have any friends at all to speak of, not one single friend.
I don't think I've ever had friends, not like real friends. I never did anything after school in high school. If I did, it was rare.
I just wanted to see if you knew any kids around like 11 or 12 maybe, because I need some friends, like really bad.
I have no friends. It's getting harder as I get older. I didn't keep in touch with any of my friends after high school, and it's just getting harder.
You'll never have the good relationship you wanted, and as long as they were alive, even though you'd never admit it, part of you was still holding on to that chance.
It doesn't matter who you are. Sometimes it's just lonely.
All right, so he talks a little about friendship. I'll enlighten you about my own. Ninth grade, didn't have too many friends. I was really alone. Stayed in the house a lot right after school. Not even on my phone. Didn't even have a phone, so I just do nothing in my house. Same thing with 10th grade. And when it came around to the middle of 10th grade, that's when I started doing sports. And that's when I started having more people around me, having more friends, and felt a little bit more happier in life. After high school, I saw a lot of my friends still after high school the first year. And then after the second year, when everyone else like taking college a little bit more seriously, I really wasn't. So I was just hanging around with dirtbags, being around dirtbags who just enjoyed smoking. And I was around people who really wasn't around friends. And there's a really big difference there. Joined the army, hanged around a whole bunch more people, thought I made more friends. Never seen any one of those guys ever again. That's how it is. I'm still in the National Guard, I mean. So, the people that are kind, I just don't have genuine friendship. I stopped talking to my other friends too, because I asked them, can we just hang out? Can you guys just come over and not smoke? And they took a little bit of offense of that. And I haven't seen them since. But on the other hand too, like, it's better to not hang out with them than just absorb nothing. Like, I get it. Everyone wants to relax. Everyone wants to chill. On the other hand too, like, for how long? For really how long? Because a firefighter can save someone's life doing a 12-hour shift. How long is he taking a break? I'm not trying to compare everyone to lifesavers or anything, but like, how long of a break do you really want to take before you want to take shit serious? And right now, I have one good friend, but we do comedy together too. So we have that in sharing. Other than that, it's just family. I don't have no more friends left. But the thing is too, like, it's a good thing and a bad thing. That's the thing. It's a good thing and a bad thing. I don't feel any loneliness per se. I don't have no more friends. Because I learned how to live. That's the other part too. I learned how to live without it, which is a great thing and a scary thing too. Because now I don't need friends, and I can still be happy in life. I don't know if that's good or bad. That's up to you. For me, that's good. I could do so much shit without so much people. But on the other hand too, you always need people. Skill. At the end of the day, yeah. Obviously, everyone wishes they had friends. But I'd rather have no friends than bad friends at this point. I've had bad friends, and it's not the same. It really isn't. This video is gonna be this fucking sad, dude. This whole fucking video.
You do love me. That's the point, April.
But I don't. I hate you.
I regret
ex called me ugly so many times that I eventually got plastic surgery.
Why wait until the summer ends, huh? Why don't you just do it right now?
Brooke, you broke up with me.
I don't know how we got here.
You know that I don't do the whole love thing. Either you end up hurting someone or they hurt you, so what's the point?
What's wrong?
It's not you, it's me.
You do love me. That's the
All right, this idea was taught. It was love. That was the idea here. Do I love anyone generally right now in my life? Love my dog. I want her to have the best life. I want her to do amazing. I want her to amaze other people too. I want her to just be great. I love my craft. That's only two things. I'll be honest. I have family. I love them. I die for them. I don't see them every day. Don't love them. Do I have I ever loved a woman? No. I've had a girlfriend for like a month one time when I was 19. Nice lady. Great thing. Just didn't work out. I haven't had a girlfriend since. Sometimes I do wish I do have one. Sometimes I don't even notice. Most of the time I don't even notice I don't have one. I do love saying I love my freedom. I don't want to check in with anyone ever in my life. But on the other hand too, it's still good. It's still I understand the feeling of coming home to somebody. It's that feeling must be great. I don't have that feeling. Felt that feeling.
Will you remember me?
Of course.
Yeah, never felt that feeling too, but on the other hand too, life keeps turning. I'm not complaining. My dog hurt somebody. I'll go to the next video.
I think it's been a long time because I don't usually cry. I just keep everything inside. But I guess it was when my grandfather died, which is like maybe 3 years ago. Been a long time.
I think it was like 2 years ago. I watched a video from Yesterday on YouTube. It was very touching, and after that I never cried again.
Last Friday, actually, had a tough discussion with a really good friend of mine. He has some problems, and we were talking about it. And he cried the first time. I know him since 18 years already. And he cried the first time in front of me and was quite tough. So...
oh my god, it was this morning. My watch fell on the ground, but it's a pretty expensive watch. So it fell on the ground and I was so scared it was broken, but it wasn't. And in my fear I started to cry, but in the end it was totally fine.
Alright, crying. That's a really big thing men don't love doing. Last time I cried was in the car with my dad when he had a stroke behind the wheel. We didn't die, obviously we're here. That was the last time I cried, only because it was the first time I saw my dad not as my dad, and it was a very tough feeling for me. I cried like a goddamn little kid, but after that I stopped crying. I haven't cried since. It was back in 2020, yeah, 2021. Back in 2021, so it was years ago in April. It was a horrible fucking feeling. Not a lot of people would ever experience that in their life. They see their parent not be strong or not be the person they thought they were. They become defenseless or useless term. Still alive. He's still doing good. But on the other hand too, his stroke made him forget that experience. So I kind of did live with it. Still do. And it sucks, because it was a very traumatic experience. And only thing I can say that was very interesting to learn about that was I could have died and nobody would have blamed me. It would have been an easy death, like suicide. But I still chose not to. I had like a brief moment of clarity when that happened too. I was like, we were about to crash into the pillar going 60 miles an hour and I didn't have a seatbelt on. I was gonna fly through the thing, and nobody would get mad at me if I died. Nobody would question it. They would still have me a memorable death at the end of the day. But I didn't want that to happen for either of us. Yeah, and that was the last time. And I don't think anything will top that too. That's the other part. And nothing would probably top that. We'll go to the survey now since we watched all the TikToks. It's gonna be a hard thing, man. Oh, all right. So there's two things left. It's this 20-point head inspection, and this chart right here. I'll read the chart first because it might help me in even more learnable stuff. All right. So this is top 10 leading causes death in America. The only one I really want to highlight is the suicide because that's what mental health really gets in between. Starting from 10 to 14, that's when you start seeing suicide as a problem. 500. So it's still almost the highest number of injuries for being 10 to 14. But then when puberty starts hitting up, all the way to the young adult age, 6,000 is the average number, going up to 2 more thousands, so 8,000, 25 to 34, going to 7,000, 35 to 44, 7,000 again, and 7,000 again. So it really starts picking up and staying for about 40 years of people's lives, which is scary and sad because this right here is life. 15 to 60. This is life generally. Memories are made forever. People, bonds, places, everything is engraved in your head around these times, but it also is the highest time for suicides too. This is for both genders. This mental health awareness, not just for men, but it's for women too, so it's for everyone. Great to talk about it at the end of the day because if you don't understand the problem, you're never going to fix the problem. But suicide is a really big problem. And we'll get to the last part where we just open up and find something to talk about. Was 20 question quiz. How often last month did you get enough sleep or felt refreshed? All right, that's not a good time for me. Yeah, recently especially because I was doing some dog sitting. And I was staying in other people's houses, and I didn't feel comfortable in the house. So I was sleeping for a week. I was sleeping for like about 4 to 6 hours continuously, on and off throughout the day, and I was getting manic. It was scary. On average, how long does it take you to fall asleep? It's like almost an hour, but under an hour. In the past month, how often have you felt sad, down, depressed, hope? Maybe like once a week. After that, wow. Okay. Yeah, there's another dog in the house, and she's batshit crazy. How's your appetite been over the last month? It's actually been getting better because I've been cooking more food, some better food. Just something a bit different, but nothing major now. It's been same. How's your ability to concentrate or make decisions been in the past month? It's been getting better. Yeah, it's been getting better. How do you view yourself? Yeah, I'm pretty. Most days I feel pretty confident. A fan of me? Not yet. I am confident though. What about suicidal thoughts or hurting yourself? Do you ever think about that? For that, in the past month, have you enjoyed your favorite hobbies or activities? Yes, I have. Actually, a lot. But stand up more. General, how do you enjoy the company of others? Yeah, I'm content, me myself. How about sex? Any recent change here? I'm basically easily? Are you angered? Yeah, but I've been getting pissed randomly though. When angry, do you ever say anything you regret? Not to nobody. I get angry about my. How often do you get violent when angry? Never. Never. Get angry when no one else is. Past month, how often have you felt worried, anxious or stressed out? Rarely. I haven't gotten any anxiety attacks that I've not induced myself. Oh yeah, rarely. I don't feel. How often do you stress? No. Take. I've been broke. How much do you drink? I have 5 drinks. No, I have 2 to 3 drinks. And often do you use drugs or get? Not anymore. Wish. Have you ever tried to give up drugs? Yeah, I have. Stop. I think I tried to give up drugs. Tried it, but I've not. Stop. I don't. Alcohol too. Oh, I've done it. I stopped for like 3, 4 weeks at a time. But on the other hand, too, I didn't have enough money for it. But as soon as I had enough money, I bought it. But I go on and off. Like I've been off a week. I think last like 3 weeks, 4 weeks since I smoked anything. I, I've 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 not. I've done it, but veterans and military members, do you ever feel that your experience overwhelms you? Nope. I haven't killed anybody. How often do you feel not applicable? Alright, let's see, where am I at? I'm okay with everything. Mr. Break. I'm healthy. Yeah, look, I'm healthy. So now I want to do. I wrote out something in notes. Let's look at the notes real fast. It was like the issue of the general question is, why is mental health for men not an issue? These are the usual answers. And men should just man up. But the problem with men just manning up is just next generation is gonna feel your problems. So you really didn't man up or anything. You just carried your weight for the next person who had no idea what the hell you're going through in life. That's not really a good thing. Weak men don't prosper. That's the idea. Like, oh, we're doing natural selection every single day of the week. You can't toughen up. If you can't get the bag, then you should just die and wait for the next generation of people to do it. But that's the problem. That it's the suicide. I spelled suicide wrong. It's the high rates of suicide. A lot of other issues that go with it too, not just suicide, but suicide is something that affects you and the people you love. But there's other problems with men just don't prosper. You get a bunch of weak men together in one room, just don't prosper. All of a sudden, they do the most heinous and violent shit inside the whole community. And then it's just horrible. It's horrible for everyone else. So weak men don't prosper is not a good answer either. It's the ego of a man. That's the reason why mental health is not really an issue. You're a dude. You don't want to stress the next person about your own issues. At the end of the day, they're not going to solve your problems. You solve your problems. You're the main source of your problems and the main solution. But the thing is, you have no knowledge of how to do it properly. That's the problem with it. Yeah, you want to solve your problems, but the next step is how. If you don't know how, then the first part, it doesn't even matter. Like, yeah, you can be hot shit, dude, but guess what? If you don't know how to fix it, you just stuck at the first part. You're stuck at the first part the whole time. That's sad. That's even worse. Then you're just making that thing about being crazy, doing the same thing but expecting different outcomes. You end up being crazy about it. So let's dive in even deeper. Solutions to why mental health for issue. Why is mental health for men not an issue? To be weak or dead, that can be a thing. You can be weak, quote unquote, that you open up, share how you think, quote unquote weak, be an open minded person, or you can die trying or die hiding. Walk over to people so you don't have to have emptiness in your own heart. Walk over to people. Oh yeah, walk over people so you don't have emptiness in your own heart. So yeah, you might feel shitty about yourself, but a solution could be, yo, let me just make other people feel bad. Let me not treat them like human beings anymore. Let me disrespect them, even though one day that was a somebody's son, someone's brother, someone's sister, someone's family member, someone somewhere loved them for a second in their life. Let me just walk over them because I don't feel good about myself, and I'd rather endure his pain in front of my own eyes than actually consider him as a human being. Live more outside yourself, find a bigger meaning to life, sacrifice your time and money before your life. So yeah, this is a pretty great solution. So yeah, your little tiny world that you have inside your head might be rough and tough. Might be hard for you to see the bigger picture. Hard for you to step outside the circle. But when you usually do, you can see other things in other people's lives, see other people's culture, see what they live like every single day, see what makes them a person. That usually includes sacrificing your time and money before you want to sacrifice your life, because you learn something new, getting some more perspectives. Someone who's a great example to watch and does give me inspiration throughout life is Fearless and Far on YouTube. Goes to different parts of the world where regular cameras will never see in their lives. He highlights people's lives, highlights their change throughout life, what it takes to be a mother, what it takes to be a father, what it takes to be a leader, what it takes to be a hunter, what it takes to build a home. It's so many different aspects of life where people just ignore nowadays because they're stuck in their own little circle. They don't see past their front door. Or you can just use drug and abuse, and that can be your solution, which is not a great thing. And I wrote a little moment right here. All right, I'll read it out loud, even though you guys can read with me. It says, I'll be honest, I don't really notice when I'm alone or when I have things to do. When it comes to someone else is counting on me, it's a lot easier just to get the job done. When it's time for me to look into myself and see what I should do, then life seems a little bit harder. No one should give you a high five for helping yourself. That's not the same thing as telling someone to man up. Do something that you would do for free, and eventually people will pay you thousands to see it happen. Love your craft so you can learn to love. Don't just love yourself because someone says so. Because I don't love myself. But I do love what I do, and the people love me for it. Enjoy the walk, even though it's the same walk you've done for 5 years in a row, because there really isn't a destination that is going to make you feel any better about yourself than you already feel about yourself. Don't think about death when you're alive, because talking to death does not change what will happen. Don't love life, but love the idea of it. Find layers so you can stand strong, so you can never fail in someone else's eyes. Because you can never fail in someone else's eyes, just fail yourself, and you can't look in the mirror and acknowledge it. That's the whole just Butch Coconuts. Still got 30 more minutes. Lovely craft we're doing here. So stick on the topic of men's mental health and what I've learned generally about it through the internet. So a lot of factors are going to mental health right now. Dating aspects, loving somebody, loving your family, a lot of different things. Which is challenging everyone else's narrative at the end of the day. Your mental health affects other people's mental health. It's like a cancer, right? You can be the first person to spread it over in a good way, or the first person to spread it over in a bad way. The internet right now has its own agenda where money has to be made. So your mental health is not a consideration at all. Your attention is, which is not the good part. Because if you give up your attention to every single corner of this earth, you start to forget about who you are as a person, thus making it almost impossible for you to solve your own issues. So the internet is not helping anyone with mental health. I mean, generally, they're not doing it unless they're getting paid to do so. And at the end of the day, it's true. Only you can fix your own problems. You've seen all the outcomes. I mean, you understand how you got there. Only you can waddle your way out. And it might be hard. It's definitely not easy at the end of the day. But if life was easy, it wouldn't be worth living. That's another stupid quote from a movie. And yeah, love the craft that you do at the end of the day, because if you don't love it, you're going to keep doing it forever. There's no reason for you to die trying, doing something you hate, or you can die trying, doing something you love. Nothing in this world is guaranteed at the end of the day. So I'm just saying quotes I've read on the back of a cereal wrapper. I mean, back of a candy wrapper. Well, what else is a majority? Porn. Porn is part of mental health too. It is absolutely destructive. 100. There is no good thing from it. Not one good thing from it at all. There's nothing good from it. Only people who've said there's anything good about it have money inside of it. And if they actually were being truthful and they had a son or a daughter and they're watching porn, they would feel disgusted. They would feel upset. At the end of the day, it is blasphemy. I'm not even a religious person, but I know it's harmful for society and for your own self and for your soul at the end of the day. Because life isn't porn. It may be fun to have that idea, but after you're done, dude, you just have to realize that was a waste of time and you lost a little bit of yourself to it. Because it's an addiction, because it becomes an addiction when it becomes repetition, when it becomes a go-to, when you look forward at the end of the day that you're gonna do it. Same thing with just general sex. Like, don't waste your life. You know what's gonna waste your life, and it might be lame for you to sit down and think about it to other people, but at the end of the day, they don't feel your pain. They're not gonna feel your success too. So how much are you really going to care about someone else's opinion? When I do this every single time, I don't give a fuck due to what people think. I know one day someone's going to look back at this and actually feel a little bit happy. For that person is infinitely more valuable than the millions of people who hate on a video. And it sucks, because that's just how it is going to be. My inspiration for making this too, it's not just this video, but the general purpose of this is because I seen. Let me make this a little bit more dynamic. Let me put myself in the center of this shit for a sec. There we go. The reason I do this too is because Patrice O'Neal, he was on the Opie and Anthony show, and what he said on the internet is gonna be on the internet forever. He passed away around 2011, I think, and it affected me greatly, dude. It affects me greatly. The biggest reason to it is because I didn't know people thought like that. I didn't know people had those ideas. Those ideas I had in my head, I thought it just made me a bad person to think like that. And it's not bad at the end of the day. What he did was not bad. He didn't do anything off his words. Because it's true. You can think of something funny, fucked up. You don't have to do any action from it. You can just have the thought and idea. Use your words to express yourself. If one of his jokes were like, he donkey punches when you heel kick the bitch at the back of the head. Like, I'm never gonna do that to a bitch. That's horrible. I'm not gonna do it, but it's fucking hilarious, and it's not bad to say, and it's not bad to think. People have the argument of like, whatever you think, whatever you say, you're gonna do it eventually. Like, no, I'm not. And no one really does that. That's not really the truth of life. Statistics may show whatever narrative. I don't even see the statistics on it. Because at the end of the day, it's someone's thoughts and ideas. Their words really don't reflect their actions. You can say something fucked up, but be a genuine good person. Still help out the world. That doesn't make you a bad person for saying something or thinking something. Actions count. Words don't matter. They don't generally matter. If I tell people to do something evil, they'll do something evil. But that's when it matters. But just the thoughts and ideas, like having a fucked up thought, having a funny idea in your head, just for the general sense of comedy, entertainment, or just talking to general people, it's not messed up at all. Because there's so much people in this world busting their goddamn ass, doing a shitty fucking job they'll hate for the rest of their life. And the only thing they ask for is a little bit of respect from the other people in entertainment, other people in the world, so that their ideas are acknowledged, so they can enjoy the rest of their life with a little bit of peace and comfort, that what they thought or what they believe isn't fucked up, isn't the devil's fucking armpit. All right, it sucks. It does, because what he did was monumental, I can say, for today. And if he was alive today, he would never have gotten that far due to the nature of people. He would be honestly bigger than Andrew Tate, because the way his personality, the way he uses words, his expression, overall energy towards everything was contagious for every man. It's a beautiful thing. That's why I do it. And I hope one day, someday far in the future, someone does watch this. Somebody actually does watch this shit. Feel impressed. Feel delighted that this was my thoughts and ideas at this point in life. And when I get older and still continue on with my dream, maybe they'll see the progression and like, okay, this guy is perfect for this role, or he never changed during. Hopefully, I don't change too much at the end of the day. Yeah, minutes. Need to find something else that goes in queue with mental health. Yeah, so we are experiencing a mental health crisis in America, or general first world countries. An iPhone. I don't have the reason why. I have my theories. My general theory is that China is doing a long-term plan to invade us. So they use social medias and other big networks so we can feel a little bit more stupid, thus implementing easier ways to invade us. Why start a war when you're already inside when you already won? I think the general consensus of the online is that people won't fight in wars anymore. Like that the average young person won't join the army, join the military service, and fight for their country and die. And I think that's true. And the only reason I say that is because I see other countries with military age men just coming to America trying to find asylum, which sucks. Because if it's my country, I would die for it. I'll try my best to fight for it too. I wouldn't just want to leave it up for chance and run away and go to someplace else safer. Because that's not how anywhere gets safer. We taking more refugees, taking more people who didn't want to fight for their own country. Now they might fight for ours. It doesn't make any sense. Well, just tie this back to mental health. Find a whole way to dedicate. I can't find any other way to talk about mental health. Dating apps, TikTok, social medias. What else? Yeah, just making us more weaker. I would even say mental health is a fake thing, but it is propagated to the furthest extent. Or if anyone does have any mental health crisis, it's because of how much we're pushing this every single platform. Which sucks, because at the end of the day, your community is supposed to help you out. You don't need a professional. You need people around you. A professional you're paying hourly did not fix your problems. They're just listening to you. And if you had a community of people, one, they'll listen to your problems. Two, that problem wouldn't even occur because you're around other people who give a shit about you. Human interaction is the most important thing in this world. It's not how much money you make, it's how much people you affect. You don't die with money. You die with people's stories. You die by the only reason you die, only thing you get remembered by is stories, not by how much money you had. Yeah, so if we had more community, if we had more outreach programs, I don't know, not just for the young, just for every single person. Because it's just as beneficial for me as a 24-year-old dude to talk to a 34-year-old dude and have open dialogues where he doesn't see me as a useless piece of shit and I don't see him as a dickhead. We have a genuine conversation. That's good for both of us. One, he gives back. Two, I can see a future. That's the scariest thing. When I was 18, I didn't imagine being 21. When I was 18, I didn't imagine even being 19. It's a weird thing, but when you don't have people around you who are older, you just don't imagine it. You don't have that general grasp because you don't understand what it means. But eventually you get there. and eventually you're there by yourself. Yeah, I can't imagine being. I can't even imagine being 28. It's the weirdest. I can't imagine being 28. I don't know what the fuck 28's all about. I don't know what a 28-year-old looks like that's doing well or doing bad. But eventually I'm gonna be 28 and living my life. Or 50. I can't imagine 50, 60. When you have those people around those ages who would open up a dialogue about how life is, what they learned already, it makes life a little bit easier, I can say. That will result with less mental health issues. It's way more beneficial than paying some random lady a couple $100,000 a year so she can listen to so she can listen to you bitch every single second of the day. She doesn't give a shit. She does not care as long as you're paying her. She does not want to help your problems as long as you're paying her. She's not doing it because whatever. She's doing it because she's getting paid. Is that a messed up thing to put everyone in a big old bubble without me trying to pop it? No, I don't think so. If mental health was really an issue and we actually had a psychiatrist, they should do their goddamn best to help everyone, as many people as possible. Teach other people how to do this without spending 12 years inside school. Because what are they really doing? They're just listening to you, bitch, and they might give you medication, which they shouldn't be doing to generally the young people. A young man on any type of antidepressants or anything else, I don't believe is as beneficial as that young man being around other people and talking to other people and having friends. People, because that's the thing about especially younger people. They need other younger people to check each other. Like how dogs work. Dogs help other dogs learn how to be less of an asshole. Same thing with teenagers. They learn from each other so they can be less of an asshole when they grow up. When you take that away and just give them meds, the meds is not teaching them shit. Meds just calm them down, make them feel less human. They didn't learn anything. You're actually stunning their growth generally if they can't progress with everyone else around them. But yeah, fuck medicine, fuck doctors, fuck kids, fuck everyone else. Everyone's doing something wrong. I know all the answers. What else? Mental health. We got 17 more minutes to figure out something about mental health. My mental health is doing a lot better since I'm doing comedy, even though I've been doing it consistently for a month now, a couple times a week. That's what I mean. It helps me save up the energy for throughout the week because I know I have an open mic coming up, and that's a big thing for me. It takes a lot of energy out of me. It takes a lot of thinking out of me, concentration. Like it's a lot of moving parts. Playing chess with one hand while on stage. The thing is that people who never even have the grasp of it maybe wonder like why. It's because one, you got lights in your face. Two, you got a bunch of people staring at you, and that's not the problem. I've had people staring at you. Not a big deal, but they're staring at you and waiting. They're waiting for your next move. That's the scariest part about it. Like if someone was staring at you when you're at the gym, like, oh, he's just staring. He maybe likes my body. Staring at you at the grocery store. Oh, there's a nosy piece of shit. Oh, or maybe at the library. Oh, why am I at the library anyways? But when you're doing it on stage, everyone's just like, all right, there. What's so funny? That's the only thing you got. Like, what's so funny there, guy, that you have to get right in front of me on stage? What's so goddamn funny? And then you have to fucking. Then that's when you start to act. That's before a word comes out. You do whatever you think, and then sometimes I think about it on stage. I'm like, people are actually listening to me right now. Why? This is weird. Everyone's listening to me. And then I still can't show any emotion. I can't break character. I can't break the joke. I can't break the premise. I can't break the punch. Like I have to commit to everything I thought in my head to make sure that joke works or not. Still going through the motions while people are staring at you, while the lights are going, while you're trying to hold the joke. And then you can improv. Then you can find some other things to add on or take away throughout the joke, which is a big brain skill. I've just learned how to do that. Literally last week, I've just learned how to improvise on stage, where I changed the order of the jokes. Because normally I would read the jokes like it was the goddamn Bible, like word for word. Don't look up. Don't change. No pace. Don't do anything different. Practice. We do it as we practice. Don't even try to think of anything outside the box. But now changing up the routine. I did my strongest joke first, even though I still had a better joke at the end. and it's a learning experience. You only learn from it when you try your fucking best. You don't learn from it for just getting on stage. My buddy was telling me that just getting on is better than none. But yeah, so at that point, yeah, it's good because I got on and I was like, yeah, I did shit and I didn't like it. I was like, I should practice. That's the only thing in my head. I was like, I should practice before I get on stage ever again. And I thought it was an obvious thing, but like, I actually had the feeling of like, yo, I need to practice. I have to practice. Yeah, I didn't try at all, and I'm acting like I'm fucking Dave Chappelle on stage. Like, no, I need to practice actually. I put a bunch of hours in before I got into the next mic, and I actually did give a shit, and I actually did show a little bit more character. He even said like, wow, you're actually not just saying jokes anymore. You're actually being funny. That's good. You're learning a lot, which is great. But now I'm changing up my cadence on it. I totally forgot about we're doing mental health awareness. Yeah, change up the cadence on it. So now I'm gonna try a little bit more energy inside my act, which I think will be beneficial for me at the end of the day. So yeah, maybe it'll work out. I just need to go to the next mic. I just need to find some money too, because I've been clocking down my numbers on my phone. I have exactly $200 left. I still need to make $800 more so I can pay all my bills. That's not even including food or gas. And I still owe my mom a couple $100 because of taxes that I didn't get to pay. So yeah, I'm down like I need to make about 1,500 so I can be poor, so I can have nothing. Yeah, I need to make 1,500 at the end of this month so I can have nothing. And I have no clue how I'm gonna do it yet, which sucks, which really does. But I got enough Bush Light to last me another couple of days. At least I won't be fucking pissed. I'll just be drunk and poor. And my choices are, I'll lay out my choices for you. It's either I'm getting this job offer out in Baltimore for an interview, and I have a job on base for an interview. Hopefully I get either one of those, because if I do, I won't have to worry about money. I should be safe. Or third option, I ask and try to commit, do full time, because I'm at that point where I'm about to tell them, the people on my base, like, yo, I don't know how I'm gonna afford next month. I need a job. I need your help. And it's gonna suck because I already took the bonus and they want that money back. So I'll lose at least. I hate this fucking game I'm playing. I'll lose at least 4 months of pay or 3 months of pay. I'll lose 3 months of pay just to pay off my bonus. Just so I don't end up being poor. You know how fucking ugly that sounded. Because I got $8,000 for my bonus. Technically 10. I got $10,000 for my bonus. I'll be making $2,500 a month. So yeah, it'll be around 4 months. 4 months of full-time work just to end up back at zero again. Just so I can get a job and then start. You see how fucking evil this game is? Sucks. Or I can just fucking DoorDash and dog sit for the rest of my life. Yeah, it's only two choices. It's like fucking balls. Yeah, it's really like balls. Yeah, nice job, mental health. Right now. So yeah, I'm gonna either do that to make money or keep on applying to random places. The thing is though, like I'm trying to go to tech school for being AP cert, so I can get so I can start working on jets, engines, airplanes, and start making big dollars. Because dude, it's fucking hell right now. I'm a diesel mechanic. Had a little bit of experience inside the military. And I can't find a job. I can't find a job where they're not gonna assume that the only thing I know is how to change oil, and they think changing brake pads for me is literally hell. Like, it's embarrassing. I hate it so. So yeah, I'm just trying to go to tech school for it. Got another 2 years in school doing a tech program just to come out, just because I wanted to do comedy full time. Ugh, like this is absolute fucking dog water doing this shit. Guess what? Maybe I'll make it out. Maybe I'll make it out and I don't have to worry about this shit anymore. Then I can actually start doing what I want to do forever. Yeah, I don't want, like, at this point in my life, I don't want to start a family. I don't want a pretty bitch on my side. I don't want a big house. I just want land and be able to do comedy. That's the only two things I'm asking for. Land to live on, sit on, sleep on, and then be able to do comedy at night full time every single day of the week. Is get better at the craft. See how far I can get inside the craft and the end. Two things I'm asking for, but that I'm getting fucking power drive like I'm a $30 hooker, dude. I already did the process of selling anything of value that I had last in September. Yeah, now I'm down to no fucking pillow, blanket, and everything else is inside my parents' house. I moved back to my parents' house. My mom said she was sick and she needed help to pay off everything. Turns out she's perfectly fine and she just didn't want to work anymore. She still has her jobs. Not sick. I was like, why? Why did you do that? I was living comfortably here with my dog, and she said I had to get rid of my dog if my dog can't live inside the house, and that'll be the rule. I was like, no, I'm not leaving my dog so I can be less happy there. Like, I don't get it. Why would I leave my dog? Why would you ask me to do that too? Why guilt trip me? Why guilt trip the whole thing? So I moved back here, and now I don't have any of my stuff. Keep driving back and forth, or I can't afford to rent a truck again and move everything else back to here. Yeah, and even if I do, like, it doesn't change any of my happiness. Like, I wouldn't have anything of content. I'll at least have my guitar and my piano or gear that I have that I would want. Other than that, I have nothing else that I need that'll make me happy. I'm asking for is the simple shit, man. Fucking stupid job so I can do my comedy. Keep doing that shit. I'm asking for. But instead, then I'm still here. I'm still here talking to myself in a room all alone, even though I'm looking for a co-host. If you guys ever got this far and you want to join me, please. Looking for a co-host. I can do this at least 3 times a week, 1 hour apiece. What else am I looking for? That's really it. Oh, sorry. I look for a co-host. Probably a better seat because this lazy boy is uncomfortable. And I'm also looking for a dog, a new dog. Like, I want to get a designer breed dog, like purebred dog. I'm not saying Julia's a shitbag or anything, but she is a retriever mutt. So, like, dime a dozen. She's a dime a dozen. She's just dime a dozen. I want to get one of those designer breeds where I get to choose what breed it comes out and stuff. I want to see if I can enjoy that. Plus, I want to get Julia a friend. She needs a friend. Look at that. We got 7 more minutes left. What else have I been seeing recently that sparked me for this mental health journey? Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think it's really, I think I explained everything in the first 30 minutes, and these last 30 minutes are just commitment at this point. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just wait in silence for a little. Till we get to 7 minutes. Maybe crack another Bush Light. Read that text out loud. Someone random texted me Hitler should have finished his job, dead ass. I'm not gonna say the name, but that's uncalled for. Yeah, that's some wicked shit I just heard. What else goes into mental health? All right, let's talk about the future. Future is always a beautiful thing to talk about. I think I'm not gonna get married one day. I think civilization's got to the point where dating apps is run by AI, which sucks the most. I think I'm gonna get married to a sex robot before I get married to anyone else. I think me being skinny is not the reason why I don't have a girlfriend. But it also is another problem because I'm thinking like if I get big and strong, I'm just gonna attract like dickheads. But on the other hand too, like everyone gets healthy. I don't know why I have this fantasy of attracting someone because I'm poor. I don't know why I have that fantasy right now. You gotta love me when I'm poor, or you don't love me at all. Makes no sense because the average statistics of getting married and being happy, financial stability, right in between. People want money in between their lives, or their lives don't really matter. Which makes sense, obviously. Nobody wants to live in shackles. But on the other hand, too, if I make a lot of money, at that point, I don't think it really counts. Because you're just there because I'm going to keep you safe. Hey, dude, stay for the long run. Stay for the good and bad, alright? Don't just stay when I'm good. Stay when I was shitty. Or find you when I'm shitty. And I'm trying to find that opposite inside the female gender, too, so it makes it a little bit more, like, reciprocal. The only thing I'm matching on every single dating app is either a fat girl or a trans guy. And I'm like, dude, I don't have high standards. I just don't want to look. I don't want to look ridiculous. All right, I don't want to look fucking ridiculous walking around with you. That's the only thing. I don't find you attractive to both those things. I don't find them attractive at all. I'm a skinny dude. Give me a skinny bitch. I don't know why that's so strange. I don't need a thick bitch. I don't need an average bitch. I just need a skinny bitch. Skinny dude. It makes sense, right? It makes sense in my head. My family's Muslim too, so I can marry like a Muslim bitch. Like, I'm not the greatest Muslim too, so I don't want to ruin someone's life. I don't want to ruin someone's whole life because they chose me. That's why I'm not really into the religious shit. Plus, I drink. Paint someone. Live accordingly. That makes kind. Hard for me to. It was hard for me to. Getting ready. Yeah, they can't. That's the show.